This is Project Hack 2027, Team 6H, the Lone Ranger. This is Thomas Taylor presenting Challenge 6, Capacity and Resource Planning, Rolls-Royce, Derby. The client is overcommitted by 113.4%. That's not a rounding error. That is a 1,943 hour shortfall, sitting beneath the schedule where the average flow is already negative 24.6 days. If you're not approaching the critical path, you're already past it. And only 35.3% of activities, 24 out of 68, are being delivered on time. The data is all there, in P6, the capacity CSVs in the same system. The problem is that no one is reading the same story from that data, because no one's written the story. Every accounting period, a senior analyst spends approximately 4 hours manually interpreting KPIs, writing commentary, and distributing a pack that is already stale by the time it lands. The problem, not visualization, it's processing data architecture. Let's talk about 3 root causes, because there's no single fix. Cause 1, P6 scheduled data and capacity CSVs live in separate silos. There's no automated join. Someone has to do it manually every time. Cause 2, the WBS spans 4 levels: organizational, DBU, cost center, and work center, but there's no cascading filter. A PM selecting delivery unit 5 does not automatically update the work center below it. Cause 3, the narrative gap. The C-suite needs 2 sentences, the program manager 6. The team leader needs 8 action lines. No single report serves all 3. So nobody is fully served. The design philosophy is simple: fix the pipe, then let AI write it. P6 schedules and capacity CSVs share a single key, the work center code. One parameter-driven Power Query join solves this data silo permanently. Not a workaround, not a structural fix. Drop data, click refresh, then the model updates automatically. On top of that, we built a 4-level WBS hierarchy parameter table. One slicer section at the organization level cascades simultaneously across every visual, every page, every audience. One drop down, everything moves. The pipe is fixed. Now let AI write it. Here's where most teams would say we used AI to generate insights. But here's what we actually built. Before Claude ever sees a word of data, the DAX RAG engine pre-calculates every KPI. On time, utilization percentage, flow erosion, and assigns green, amber, or red status per node, using configurable thresholds, not hard-coded rules. Those pre-calculated KPIs are then serialized as structured JSON files and passed to the Claude narrative engine as the prompt payload. Claude is not interpreting raw data. Claude isn't guessing. Every figure, every narrative is a pre-verified DAX measure. That's how you prevent hallucination. You eliminate the ambiguity before the model ever fires. The result? 102 grounded narratives across all 34 nodes, generated per cycle in seconds. Previously, 4 hours of senior analyst time. Now 30 minutes of QA. The role changes from writing to reviewing. That's not incremental improvement, that is a fundamental shift in how insight is produced. Same data model, same single slicer, 3 completely different experiences. The C-suite selects all. They see a RAG heat map across all 34 nodes. Amber organizational levels. KPI cards showing that 35.3%, minus 1,943 hours, minus 24.6 days, and a 2-sentence executive summary written for a board pack, not a spreadsheet. The program manager selects delivery unit 5, 135.7 utilization, red. They receive a structured 6-sentence program detail narrative, root cause, float trend, miscount, and recommended actions, surfaced automatically, no interpretation required. The team leader selects work center 1.2.1, 99.1% utilization, 1 miss outstanding activity. The narrative is an 8-line action brief, specific activity names, remaining hours, and the exact next action. Redirect demand now to prevent float erosion. And the analyst? Their job is no longer writing, it's approving. Reviewing the 102 narratives in under 30 minutes. Writing becomes quality assurance. We did not build a prototype, we built a pipeline. Here are the 3 steps to production. Step 1, replace the manual CSV drop with a live P6 API. Power Query pulls direct from the source. The last manual step is removed entirely. Step 2, pilot with delivery unit 5. 135.7% utilization, the highest risk unit in the program. In the next accounting period, validate with the team who needs it the most. Step 3, open source the full stack via the PDA Hack Solution Center. The Power Query scripts, the DAX measures, the Claude prompt library, the JSON schema. Free to adapt from day 1. This is not a product, it's a real community asset. The capacity crisis at this client is not unique. Every program with a P6 schedule and capacity spreadsheet has this problem. We have built the architecture that solves it, and we are giving that away. The DAX RAG engine evaluates every node across 3 dimensions simultaneously on time, delivery rate, capacity utilization, and float erosion. Green, amber, and red is computed, not manually assigned, with configurable thresholds, so they adapt per program. The Claude narrative engine then receives those pre-verified KPIs, the structured JSON, and surfaces the specific action, not just the status. On learning, the prompt library and JSON schema are versioned and open source from day one, meaning every AP cycle where an analyst approves or corrects the narrative of the quality baseline, the feedback loop is the improvement mechanism. One slicer, 3 completely different experiences. The C-suite select all and gets a RAG heat map plus a 2-sentence board-ready narrative, 0 interpretation required. The program manager selects a delivery unit and receives 6-sentence structured analysis, float trend, miscount, root cause, and action. The team leader selects a work center and gets an 8-line specific brief naming specific activities and exact next steps. No training needed, no export navigation. The insight is written into the report. The persona just selects the node. The architecture that's been built has no proprietary lock-in. Power Query M scripts, DAX measures, the Claude prompt library, and the JSON schema are all open source via PDA Hack27, free to adopt, free to adapt. This sits securely within Power BI's existing row-level security, which every organization using Microsoft Stack already governs. The only external call is the Claude API, which can be swapped for any organization's approved LLM endpoint by changing one parameter. Schema changes in PC